E start. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go for the E start. Why? What are some reasons we don't go to E start? Well, firstly, you're never going to
It's not
stack
a
right.
damage ability. Right.
Well, yeah, it's not. It's hard. It doesn't apply a stack. It doesn't really help you hit your 5 stacks. Doesn't really do any damage. Secondly, it's just the mana cost. Look at that shit, dude. It costs 70 mana. Look at this.
Right.
Even if you hit this, what are you gonna do? Like land a Q auto or something? You've nuked your own mana bar. People, the only real way you can fuck up your mana management on Darius, only way it's possible is basically by spamming E, because it's 2 mana intensive. Like Q is 30 mana, W is 40. You're not gonna struggle with these ones as much.
So I go.
Oh, but let's have a look. We want to go, so because we warded, this is the problem, so because we warded level 1 in blue buff, we don't have a ward here. And a ward here would be pretty fucking nice, because you're at 0 threat 1v1 versus, was Shen back in TP or something, or did you just literally regen?
You just regen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's generally a sign you're probably not doing it. I'd go for the W start. I think the problem with this Q start is you're over pushing the lane. You don't really want to over push the lane to Shen. He can last it pretty comfortably into tower. Early game with if he goes double adaptive in runes, but look for the W start. I'm gonna go W. And the thing is here, yeah, I can tell. Would you describe yourself as comfortable with wave management? Your CSing. This is really not nice CSing, by the way. We miss every single one of them.
Terrible. Yeah. Normally I'm decent at CSing, but I'm like newer to Darius and top lane in general, so like I'm kind of trying to figure out.
You roll swap from something.
Yeah, I used to play jungle.
We'll talk about wave management, don't worry. It's important that you learn.
Okay. Like basically, after 6, my team just started flaming me because I couldn't stop Shen from ulting every time, and I was like, don't really know what you want me to do about that.
It must be
Don't
done.
hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Oh shit, I've been muted. Oh fuck, I accidentally misclicked my mute button. Okay, no one else answers this. No one, only you answer this, Cannibal Reindeer. Which way is this wave going to push? Is this going to push into you, or is this one going to push into the tower? Which one's going to happen?
Into the tower.
Why is that?
I have a minion.
You have minion
They're
lead?
hurt. Yeah, they're hurt.
Yeah, this
right?
Yeah, you know what? You're wrong. But it's not good logic. Like it's good logic. The problem is you're wrong. The reason is this is a specific thing top lane. This minion wave will push into you if you leave it. Okay. The reason is this minion wave is closer to his tower. That means his minion is going to get here first and save like 3 minions from dying, and this wave will push into you. This is really important. So anytime you crash a wave into tower like this. Like, you crash this wave into tower, basically anytime you do this, the next wave will push into you. And that's good, because you want the wave to push into you. Because as Darius, you want the wave up here. Because what do we do when the wave's up here? We walk up to Shen, we trade with him, he taunts away, we ghost after him, we combo him, and he dies. Long story short. We don't really want to be in this position versus Shen, where anytime he's in any danger, you can press W, block your autos, and then E back into tower. He can never really take a bad trade here. So that's what we really want to be focusing on here. That's a simple wave manipulation thing. Very basic. And the way we're going to trade on Darius, okay, look, yeah, your mana bar's starting to hurt a bit because of this E usage. The way we're going to use our E on Darius is not just Eing to start trades. I know, like, see, you're new to top lane, and you're falling for a lot of the traps in top lane that, you know, things that seem good but aren't good. It seems good logically. Oh, I'm going to lead my trade with E on Darius. It's an engage ability. Hey, that's pretty sensible. Well, which sucks. That's wrong. And that's why you're losing. The way you want to engage trades with Shen is just walk up, auto W him, okay? You want to use Darius E to extend the trade. So when he tries to disengage, when he tries to run, when he tries to taunt away, you want to E him back to you and keep going, you know? Ghost after him, E him back to you, continue trading, and he dies. We don't want to engage with E at all. And the same thing with the wave. Yeah, you fell into a trap with the wave. It looked like, oh, the wave's going to push into him because my minion's a higher HP. Well, actually, no. Actually, life top lane isn't that simple. As much as other people would have you believe. Okay, I'm just going to walk out here. It's no big deal. No big deal.
Here, I just kind of let it push it.
Yeah, you want to let it push. And are you comfortable freezing? Do you know how to freeze?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not amazing at it, but I understand how to do it.
Well, this is a wave we want to freeze, okay?
Right.
This is pushing into us. We're at level 4. We're much, much stronger than Shen by virtue of being Darius, so we're going to look to freeze. Very, very basic. Back to basic stuff. Perfection comes from a master of the fundamentals. That's what they say. So once Shen starts walking up to his minions, we're just going to walk him. Auto W. Auto W. He's going to trade Mac, you know. We're going to try and hit land Q. He's going to E away. We're going to E him in. Perfect. Okay. Thing we need to do here is trim this wave, because look, you want to freeze this, right? But this is kind of hard to freeze, isn't it? It's too fucking big. This wave's scary, so I'm going to walk in. Oh, we get a Q. Okay, lovely. Lovely. And this freezes much more nicely. But are we going to make the decision to freeze it, or are we going to use our spells? Okay, there's a nonsense fight going here.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
kind of like fucked everything out.
Okay, but you can still win this. You just focus. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. The thing we do wrong here, again, we lead with E. We walk in here. Why lead with E? Why not just walk in?
I was trying to slow them so that they
I know.
Jarvan.
But yeah, Jarvans, they're not. If you just start hitting them, they're not gonna get to Jarvan. You're not giving that much distance. If they flash, okay. Can we win this? I wonder. We need to use our potion here. We need to auto Jarvan once, or Jarvan not Viego, but Jarvan as Viego. I think we keep going here. Honestly, I think we keep going. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I guess Jarvan has EQ. Maybe it's kind of scary to keep going. Maybe you do make the right decision. It's kind of okay. There we go. And see if we didn't use E earlier. But imagine if we started E here. Oh, you want to save E for this time. This is when you want to E, and look how juicy this would be. It would be like game breaking for them. You E into Q. Do you know how to do the E into Q combo on Jarius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you E into Q here. You heal like literally your entire HP bar, and you deal like 400 damage with your Q. Pretty wacky. I mean, honestly, if you EQ here, they both die to bleed. More or less. I mean, here, sorry. Yeah. Well, I mean, you tried. You went for it, kind of. You kind of tried. Life's a bit scary here, but it's not unplayable. Problem is our mana bar is a bit low. We are chronically out of mana. We can just barely full combo. And again, yeah, leading with the taunt is not something I'm a big fan of here. I'll turn the volume on just for fun. Leading with the taunt, look, it cucks our mana bar. Leading with the cucks our mana bar horrendously. Now we can't use E. Q, sorry, yeah. And Q's more important than E. And if he's on top of you, you don't need to be using your E, Classic stuff, simple stuff. Let's kind of skip ahead. You can't really play the game here. That's the reality. You can't really do anything. So I'm kind of just interested in seeing. We're kind of freezing, though. It's good. It's not the worst position to freeze in. Okay, we're not freezing. Never mind, we're breaking our freeze. We're breaking our freeze. Yeah. This is definitely a situation you want to freeze in. You want to try and go for the all-in on Shen. Problem is, we don't have the mana to use ult. Because ult's 100 mana. Which is kind of a lot.
Tread carefully.
And he's full HP again. What a bastard, dude. How does this guy keep getting to full HP?
I think he's Doran shielded.
Yeah, broke it.
Second win was Doran Shield with the Revitalize.
Yeah, classic. I mean, Revitalize doesn't really help in that case. But, yeah, in principle. Here's a small thing that you guys can all can do into Shen. People have a tendency to panic when a Shen ults. They want to interrupt it, right? They want to interrupt it. Firstly, honestly, I mean, you don't have the presence of mind to do this, because honestly, this is a really hard thing to do. But honestly, it's probably not a good. You probably want Shen to TP. You probably don't want to interrupt him, right? Because look where Samira is. Look where Samira is. You. Wait, she's the one being TP'd on, right? Yeah. Your team's already dead. He's just ulting to save Samira's life, which is a bad Shen ult. This Shen ult is actually bad. Really, really terrible Shen ult. So honestly, in a perfect world, you actually let this go through, and then he'd be stuck in bot lane. But that's a really hard decision to make. So I'm not actually going to. That's a really, really, really hard thing to do in a split second. You want to pan your camera bot, look what's going on, immediately make a decision, and then decide whether to interrupt or not. But in principle, I'm more interested in seeing you just walk in with a Q first and then E-ing, or something like that. Just weaving in an auto, then E-ing or something. E-ing in last frame and getting a trade on, starting off the trade before he can begin. And why don't we continue trading here, right? We E him in. Surely we want to trade, right? We've actually got a decent amount of mana now. We've recovered a decent amount of mana. We just back off. Which I don't love. I don't love at all. This lane phase is kind of never ending. No one's backed yet at 7 minutes, which is really weird for top lane. I can't remember the last time I saw lane where both people just in lane with their starting items at level 7 minutes in. But
Enforce equilibrium.
okay, we don't really trade.
I think I just shove here and then.
These random queues aren't really how we want to be. Yeah. These random queues aren't really what we want to be doing. You want to look for these random queues once both of you are poked down a bit. Once you both poke down, you can look for these random queues because then the heal is actually really significant. When he's full HP, you want to look for a bigger all-in. There's no point really poking him at this HP. He's just gonna sustain back through it. But you want to look for this walk up. What I need you to work on, Darius, in next Darius game is basically just walking up, just auto Wing and extending the trade. Auto W, auto Q, auto when they run away, even back in. This kind of trading pattern rather than this kind of. We're getting Triforce. I mean, I don't hate Triforce. What are we building? Are we building boots? Are we building refillable?
Yeah,
okay.
This was kind of yeah, I got
Okay. I mean, I don't hate the back. I mean, fucking half-bound axe is a bit of a weird item. If we're going Triforce, it's okay, I guess. I'm not going to make a big deal of it. It's fine.
I think I was thinking I was
aggressively
push, so then I just
No. Viego is coming
trade.
top.
Okay, I like it. Ooh, we're ghosting on him. Okay, run. Bad Q spacing. I mean, it's not lost, If you space this out really well. Oh, don't quite land. If we land that on the Viego, he dies, right? If we land this Q on the Viego, he's got 4 stacks. He basically just dies to like fucking Q ult. If we land, yeah. You land the Q and you ult him and he dies, and then you kill Shen. What a shame. And now we walk in, but the stacks have fallen off, and it's a disaster because, yeah, maybe this works if he's 5 stacked, maybe if he's got 4 stacks here, we W ult, but yeah. I mean, I can tell the reality is the mistakes you're making are mostly just mistakes for lack of comfort. You're not comfortable enough on this role, which is why, honestly, I don't want to give you too many, hyper-specific things to work on. The reality is you need to become more comfortable before you can start adapting your gameplay in, designated ways.
I just need to put more games in.
Yeah. I mean, how many games have you played with Darius, for instance?
Let me see. 10.
10. 10's not a bad number. You're getting to grips with him, but I don't want to give you super specific top lane things.
Game 4 or something like that.
Oh, it's game 4. Okay, yeah. It's not horrendous, but you haven't really figured out how to do things like trade effectively on Darius, how to effectively all in, and those are really fundamentals of things I want to concentrate on, like walking up and just auto Wing and auto W and start the trade off, not starting trades with E as much. These are the kind of things I want to be focusing on more than really, and along with basic wave manipulation. And basic wave manipulation will allow you to get in the situations you want. And those are the things I really want you to focus on, okay? Basic wave manipulation. You sound like a smart guy. I'm sure you can handle learning through the how when a wave is pushing towards you. Well, a wave is pushing towards you if either the enemy minion wave is stronger or the enemy minion wave is the same, but it's really close to their tower, in which case then it'll push towards you too, okay? And how to freeze the basics. Okay, yeah. So there's not much else to talk about here. It's mostly just the same mistakes. I'll look a little bit more. I could comment on going Triforce.
Why did
I don't
the top lane?
Why did Shen TP on top lane?
Yeah, because he had only 1 wave. Who cared about that wave?
Right.
Just instantly. This makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't really miss that much by running there. Don't ask me. TPing for 1 wave is generally not that worth.
I think he ulted bot and then TP'd back.
Yeah, it's not that worth for him. It's okay just to walk back and miss 1 wave. When you start missing 2 waves, it's okay, probably TP kind of thing. But yeah, I don't want to go into too many specifics. You don't play terribly, but yeah, you need a lot more comfort. Focus on what I said. 2 things to focus on more or less are how we trade. Don't lead with E. Don't lead with E. Lead with E very often into melee matchups. Okay, so when you're against range matchups, you can E them. It's a lot more okay to E them. When you're in melee matchups, try and engage with auto W and focus on basic wave manipulation. Okay. Yeah, you're already typing as well.
They're all inting and flaming me, and I'm I don't.
I mean, as top laner, what I do is disable chat.
Yeah, I know.
On both sides.
Did they remove the option for that? Because I can't find it anymore.
No, it is. If you want, I can help you out.
You can disable chat, yeah.
Because there's disabled ally chat and stuff, but I can't find a complete version of it.
You gotta
There is
be
disabled.
in-game.
All chat and allied chat, you get it on interface.
Yeah. No, it exists.
You gotta
You can
be
disable
in-game
all
to
chat.
disable the all chat.
No, but it still shows up. It just disable. It still show people typing and stuff, but it doesn't let me type. Is what it is. I tried that already.
Oh, there's someone here. If you're a DT, you can just fucking drag your chat box off screen.
Man, I use that only when I wanna flame. Pretty much. Teammates. Not teammates. Or when I wanna tell them like your group and then we do some shit.
Anyway, any other? Who else has a VOD? Any questions? And then any other VODs? We'll get through some good VOD. We're starting VOD for you nice and early today before Rorik Scott gets here. Working hard.
Could you do mine?
Yeah, sure thing.
I think I replied to it.
Everyone's already posting in this.
I didn't manage to record my like point of view.
Zoe, Jhin, Timo, Quinn, Zoe, Vayne, Darius, Clyde, GP. That's a big champion pool. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
it's a big champion pool.
This is the guy who plays Zoe top. I wouldn't want to 1v1 Zoe top.
That sounds pretty horrible.
No, that's slipper OP and I don't like it.
It's horrible in the mid lane as well. Can't imagine top lane.
I don't know if any of you guys have done any of this 1v1ing. I think 1v1ing people is a pretty good way to, like, doing these designated 1v1s is a pretty good way to learn. Honestly.
I did one v1 with Oryx only, and I'm 2-0. He needs to get the revenge.
It's your VOD. Let's see. Kayle, you've also posted your VODs. We'll get through. Zelpon, you've posted a VOD. We'll get through all of these today for sure. For sure. We have plenty of time. But where is who was it? Oak 001. Where's your VOD?
I replied to it. I did like a reply to it.
Oak. Okay, I got it. Okay. Ruffle file. Ugh.
Yeah.
Very agreeing to it.
Just the one time I didn't record myself playing. It's the one I played really bad in, and I don't really know why.
Look, we'll have a look. See, don't worry. Ghost Flash Shen.
Yeah.
Huh. What's going on here?
Well, I wanted to try it because X30 was like, "Yo, this is it, guys."
I actually like it. Yeah, no, I like it. Honestly, I don't hate it.
I actually don't like it against this particular matchup. Though.
No. I was gonna say it's definitely banned for this matchup. Ignite is just so good into anyone who heals.
Yeah.
Like anyone with high healing, and Viego has 2 sources of healing. What's Viego's 2 sources of healing? Those in lane.
I do showcased it earlier today
Yeah.
against Aatrox. He rushed Bramble and went Ghost Flash and destroyed an Aatrox.
Yeah, like it's not bad. I think Flash Ignite is better though. Honestly, like the Grievous wounds from Ignite are 50% more efficient than those of Bramble anyway. 60%
Yeah, I prefer
Grievous wound
Ignite
does
more.
40%.
Yeah,
Ghost
his
Flash is something to go into other matchups, other like matchups that don't heal.
his rationale behind it was that Aatrox keeps getting healing off of auto attacks, and Ignite is only up for a short period of time. So if you use Bramble and Ghost, you can actually dodge Aatrox's abilities and then be able to fight back. It was an interesting idea.
It must be done.
I don't like it.
Is that a Viego top?
I think Bramble is particularly bad. Yes, Viego top. I think Bramble is particularly bad to Aatrox. What you can see is really high low Aatrox is what they'll sometimes do if they see you go Bramble. They just won't auto you. They'll do Q, Q1, Q2, Q3, and then auto you, so they get the full healing of the 3 Qs. That's why I really prefer Ignite into him. But, you know, Xpetu's pretty good at League, turns out, so...
It's cracked.
I don't think there's no validity behind it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he went 8-1 today during his placements.
Runes are all good. Yeah, fucking hell. Do you stream all his placements?
Yeah, he's streaming all of his placements on both of his accounts.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's really rare for me to play against Viego top, so I wasn't really sure to play against him.
Yeah. Okay, how do we play
Hence
against
why
Viego top?
I was getting like His Q, I just didn't know his Q range, and I just kept getting poked by
We
it.
don't. Yeah, you don't want to get Q auto by Viego because it just does so much damage and it fucking heals a shit. It heals a lot, by the way.
I know he
What
like
does
does
it
like
do?
a double auto attack kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he does a double auto.
But like, I just didn't know his Q range, and he just keeps getting me with
Yeah, the
it.
Q range is long. It's not so much about the Q. It's more about just waiting out passive because you can see when you're queued. Like, okay, let's wait till you get Q. This is how you play the video. Okay, he's just been queued. Okay, but the Q did fuck all damage. Like, how much did the Q actually do? Like 50 damage. I'll hover over you and see. You're on 50 HP.
I feel like it just adds up though, because I didn't dodge it at all.
Yeah, no, it adds up. But like, I'll wait till he queues you. Sorry, we're on 460 HP, 470 HP. It does like 40 HP. It does like it does like 60 base damage, and you're reducing it by like 30%. Yeah, it's doing like fucking 40 damage. It's not that, but you can see here, this is when you have the Viego mark on you. If he walks up and autos you, he does a ton more damage, probably like 100 damage, and he heals.
Yeah.
So this is the part we need to avoid. This is the part that really hurt you earlier. This is okay. This is okay. If we'd landed that auto on Viego, that'd been a fantastic trade.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I hit the mid instead.
Yeah. Happens. It would have been a nice trade otherwise. See, the Viego Q spam does not hurt you that much through like D-shield second one. Like, you'll be okay. You'll manage. Okay, I'm gonna grief him. Okay. Okay. Don't hate it. Scary, but I don't hate it. This is fine. You're doing decently, given.
Our wills align.
See, he would have real kill threat here if you had Ignite. This is what I mean, like, especially in a matchup like this where Viego's so squishy. Like, if you're both here and like you ding level 3 here and just taunt him, he's dead 100% of the time.
Yeah, I realized that
like
throughout the game that if I had Ignite, I could have definitely like.
Yeah, I think
Ignite.
I think if you're really good at Shen to use Flash Ghost, it's all about like your movement and kiting back and forth. I would not recommend Flash Ghost to anyone below high elo.
Yeah, because I used it a few times already, and I feel like for me it feels just super matchup dependent.
Yeah.
You don't recommend it because you need Ghost for every day, Drake, or to run people down, or
I mean, Ghost for every Drake. What do you mean?
like when is the Drake up and you know we can contest it because you kind of have a lead, and with Ghost you can run down people, and with Shen, E, and Flash you can just
So Shen really likes Ghost because the problem with Shen, he's not totally immobile. His taunt is a pretty respectable mobility spell, but everyone knows Shen taunt range and it's pretty slow. So like people aren't going to be close. Like AD carries, at least decent AD carries, not going to walk into taunt range of Shen. Which basically means if you want to taunt, you need to either have someone set it up, or you need to like taunt flash or something, some bullshit like that. But Ghost allows you to basically run at people and then taunt them, which is way stronger.
Yeah. It's quite nice.
That's the main reason. That's the really nice part of Ghost. But yeah, for lane, go Ignite and just fist people. Honestly, for lane, you don't really need as much, right? For lane, people are gonna be in taunt range of you. They got to CS minions. Anytime they CS a minion, they're in taunt range. But yeah, here, honestly, this guy's pretty good at Viego top. When to play Viego top, you have to play super aggro.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
what?
Jesus. Okay, who's this?
Cannibal.
Mr. Cannibal,
Oh,
can we?
sorry.
No worries.
Sorry.
It's okay. People are usually just more embarrassed than I am when they do that. It's okay. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell you much here because you basically lost this whole lane level 2. Because from then you've just been lower HP and you haven't had a time to like cheese them out. Lovely stuff, but that's exactly what you're doing. It's really unfortunate just as you go for the good trade that you get ganked. I mean, it's really sad, honestly. It happens.
I wanted to say, would you stop side, so we should save it, or?
Yeah, I mean, in theory you should note, but like, does he node as top side? Okay, you haven't warded, I guess. I guess you could ward and then not go into trades. In an ideal world, yeah, you'd play weak side here and let your Siobhan like get crab and whatever. But realistically, when you're this behind, you look for a good opportunity like that. It's usually good to go for. Obviously, here, if you're in this situation, you can. If you have your taunt and your W, you can survive this as Shen. If you have your taunt and shield, your W, you can survive this pretty well as Shen.
Yeah.
they basically can't dive. You just fucking walk them taunt. It's just kind of surprising, classic. Like, why is Ude top when he knows I'm really hard to gank here as Shen? So it's kind of unfortunate. I'm not going to flame you that much. We're buying here. Buying a pink, sure, why not? Gonna slow push, love it. Good wave manipulation. No reason to hard push. Gonna run down, can't really get there. Good taunt. Good taunt. Ooh, okay. Ooh, well, I mean, I think it's... but this is good. That's a sick auto. It doesn't quite do the job, but it's a good auto. But if that had worked, then you'd have been super happy. I mean, this isn't really your fault. This isn't really your fault. I don't think. This sucks. I mean, what could we somehow like hold you responsible for this? Maybe you should have looked down and just been like, maybe you should have panned your camera down and just been like, this player's doomed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I saw her, but I just didn't want to ult that.
Yeah, I guess the problem is, well, like you don't even get that much in range. It's all your taunt. It's unfortunately you get fucking bubbled through the planet.
Yeah, that was like super on the edge too.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you that hard for it. It's fine. Okay, with some nonsense. I think the taunt is a bit preemptive. It's gonna work out. I think the taunt here is a bit preemptive, so we need to keep track of what Alistair has. You know, Alistair. Okay, Alistair honestly kind of fucks up here. What he should do is he managed to run up and pulverize, which is better than headbutt pulverizing. What he means to he's Eing right now. What you should do here is Alistair pulverize. His auto's about to come up. He's got his auto. He autos Viego here. Okay. Yeah. He auto stuns him. Then he bonks him against the wall for extra CC. Then you taunt. Okay. This is how we should be doing this, really. Like this taunt is very preemptive, and you can see it's very sloppy. Like, okay, Alistair's also an idiot for fucking bumping him over here, but your taunt still would have been bad even if he had played properly. So what should have happened is you should have autoed. Your taunt is also bad given the fact that Alistair bonks him to fucking like nowhere for some reason. But like,
so I just hung on to my taunt basically.
Yeah, hold your abilities. This is what you tell. Like, honestly, if Viego just insta-ults this way, he's out. He's out 100 times out of 100. If Viego insta-ults this way, he's fucking out right now. So, oh no, yeah, okay, he's taunted now. Okay, now he ults this way now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
We get the kill, but
oh yeah, all right. In this part here, I don't know what I was doing, to be honest. I was just trying to like, I wanted to get the CS and back quickly or something. But then this part just kept like altering me and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pain.
It was just being like super annoying.
You just got back, really. You killed Viego, you just got back. You're not pushing. The thing is, like, imagine the world where let's imagine the world where Bard isn't here. Bard being here is obviously going to be annoying. He's obviously going to slow down the push. Can we push this wave to tower, even if Bard
No, we can't, right? Like, because Bard was there, I thought he's probably going to try to, like, fuck me up, you know?
He's just back over here. He's not going to, like, you have to be back over here. You know, you go back. Long story short, even if Bard's not here, this is the main thing. We can't push this wave in, so it's not worth trying. We want to back it and miss as few as possible. This is the sad reality of Shen. Shen's strong in like most ways. Shen doesn't have many weaknesses as a top laner, but one of them definitely is. His biggest weakness by far is just dogshit wave clear, and now we're just in a horrible spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, life sucks. The truth hurts. What happens here? Let's see if we play this correctly. See, Shyvana's in a pickle. Nice. Think
we double killed him.
Yeah, great.
But I think it was kind of lucky.
Yeah, I think a bit preemptive ult on Shyvana for sure. Like, you know, Shyvana's not dying here, right? Like, she's not getting one shot. I mean, I guess you could say maybe Viego. Maybe you don't know Viego ult cooldown. Maybe you think Viego's about to ult her, but like, you can ult to react to Viego. Like, she's not dying. She's got 400 health. You know.
Yeah.
There's no need for this ult. That's what I'd say. Because like even though obviously you get the kill here, you're also lowering your DPS by having to stand here and channel for like 3 seconds. You're really lowering your DPS on the guy. Now you have to flash. You both have to flash. Very unfortunate. Yeah. No, I would have stuck to the keep fighting, and then if she gets lower, then ult her obviously. A little bit of bad ult usage, and then if you don't need to ult, then you can save your ult and use it bot lane or something, which is what you want to do on Shen.
Mm.
Anyway, One thing is I did not want to record. One thing into Viego top. I mean, I know this is super fucking irrelevant because who the fuck plays Viego top? Always rush Bramble. You need to rush Bramble. Viego's healing is really good on his Q, and he insta-sacks Conqueror. If Viego Q auto W autos you, or he does it in any combo, W auto Q auto, he's full stack Conqueror. It'll take he stacks Conqueror, I think, faster than any other champion in the game in theory. Literally in about 0.75 seconds, Viego can stack Conqueror. Full. So yeah, we need healing reduction into him, long story short. Okay, nice. We W the Viego passive, yeah. So when we keep track of this Viego passive, it's really important to try and W his passive. So immediately after his Q, that's the best time to W here against Viego. But in general, like, because that's Viego specific, you don't want to be too Viego specific here because it's such a fucking rare pick. But in general, you want to be thinking about, like, what are we using Shen W for? What auto are we saving it for? Sometimes it's really obvious. Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure out you try and Shen W TF gold card. Like, it's fucking obvious. But yeah, some things are a bit more subtle, you know. Saving it for Kled W, for instance, is a really big deal. If you're playing against Kled, which is a pretty annoying matchup for Shen, save it for his W. Especially his dismounted W, if you can. Because then he can't gain courage. What else are we looking at here? Okay. Yeah. Life's too hard with Ninja Tabi Rush. I don't like Ninja Tabi Rush. I only really recommend you guys buying tier 2 boots in situations where you're playing melee versus range matchups. Other than that, I think tier 2 boots rush sucks. Because look, you're just too weak. You're just too weak. Do you rush tier 2 boots a lot?